Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call to pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it. Chubb, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
First down, Chicago.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go with Chubb on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. first down, they'll run with Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
To Nick Chubb.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They run. Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, 49ers nothing.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
20-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On the coverage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To the air again, Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
And goal to go.
And again, it's Prescott. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears 3. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finding some room at midfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Chicago.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert, and he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert. Incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Open man is born. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
It's about that time.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
55. Rip right. 36.
They run it again with Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking for Shepard deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And now it's 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. All day, baby. All day. Second. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check up.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Throwing again. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Herbert just beat the play clock. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Bears 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Elliott, toss right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Prescott. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after try forthcoming. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Phillips on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 39.
Herbert's pass.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he floated one out there incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyler Lockett with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers had 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Down Bears.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert out to the right here to Shepard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Herbert.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
First and
well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
To Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll set him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 42, Bears 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Number 21 is...
We got a plane to catch.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this